It was September 1st, 1939, when Germany invaded Poland, and just 2 days later, Britain and France declared war on Germany. This was the start of World War II, the deadliest and most widespread conflict in human history. The world once again split into two major alliances: the Allied powers, led by the United Kingdom, Soviet Union, the United States, France, and China. The Axis powers, led by Nazi Germany, Fascist Italy, and Imperial Japan. The war lasted for 6 long years from 1939 to 1945 and involved over 70 countries, leaving more than 70 million people dead. But how did it begin? After World War I, Germany was left humiliated and economically destroyed by the Treaty of Versailles. Out of this chaos rose a powerful speaker, Adolf Hitler. He promised to restore Germany's pride, rebuild its army, and seek revenge. Through his party, the Nazis, Hitler came to power in 1933, and by the late 1930s, he had already occupied Austria and Czechoslovakia without firing a single bullet. Once the war began, major battles broke out across Europe, North Africa, and the Pacific. The world witnessed catastrophic tools of war: tanks, long-range bombers, aircraft carriers, machine guns, and for the first time, nuclear weapons. The Holocaust became one of history's darkest chapters, where Hitler's regime murdered 6 million Jews and millions of others in concentration camps. Meanwhile, the Axis gained ground fast, until 1941, when Hitler invaded the Soviet Union and Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, pulling America into the war. From there, the tide began to turn. Key battles like Stalingrad, D-Day, Normandy, and the Battle of the Bulge pushed the Axis forces back. In 1945, Germany finally surrendered in May. Just months later, Japan surrendered after the US dropped 2 atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Winners: the Allied powers, mainly the United States, United Kingdom, Soviet Union, and France. Losers: the Axis powers, Germany, Italy, and Japan. The effects of World War II were massive. Germany was divided. The United Nations was created to avoid future global conflicts, and many nations were left in ruins, both physically and emotionally. Some of Hitler's famous speeches, filled with propaganda and fiery nationalism, can still be found on YouTube. Not to glorify him, but to learn how dangerous words can become weapons.